These two stretches are going to be the figure 4 or eye of needle stretch and the pigeon pose for the more advanced version. So John's going to pick a leg and he's going to place his ankle on top of his opposite knee. Okay, from here, what I'm going to get him to do is feed his hands through his leg and on the other side, and he's going to grasp underneath either around his knee or underneath his hamstring, whichever one's more comfortable. And he's slowly going to pull his knee towards him, and what he should find is that he feels a stretch within his glute, within his hip. Okay, so let's bring it back down. Now, if we want to go a little bit more advanced into the piriformis, what I'm going to ask him to do is slide his leg across a little bit further. So he'll pull it up on top, and he's going to slide the leg so there's no gap in between. Okay, same thing again, he's just going to grasp around his knees, and he's going to slowly pull up, and he should feel a different stretch now going into his piriformis. And release. Okay, so the more advanced version is going to be pigeon stretch. For this one, you need to start on the knees. If you need to put a mat underneath, that's absolutely fine. So he's going to bring one leg in front of him, so he's going to bend at the knee. So as much as you can comfortably get around with this, you might be able to bring the leg up a little bit further towards your wrist, just depending on your mobility, flexibility. So from here, nice tall chest. And what we can do to start with is, if he takes his hands off the floor, he can just lift his chest nice and high, and he'll get a nice stretch going through his hip flexor. So we're going to target the psoas muscle here, so you feel a stretch in your hip. Okay, then from there, what we're going to do is come down onto the hands again, and we want to slowly start walking the rear leg back behind us. And this should bring a stretch up in the front glute. So we've got a nice flat back, we're not just leaning over at the lower back. And if you want to take it into an advancement again, we'll drop onto the forearms, take it a little bit deeper, and then we can continue to walk the rear leg back if it feels comfortable, just so we find a stretch, and we want to feel a nice stretch going into the glute and the hip.